Hi, my name is Dina Rupel. I created a unit plan for a 7th grade math class. This is a great unit that students can see how much math can be used in their life outside of the classroom. Students learn how to compare unit prices by looking at price tags and calculating rates. They visually decipher between sales rates and unit rates, enabling them to find patterns and use logic to solve for the unit rate. This is the perfect unit, like I said, that they can connect to life outside of the classroom. They can learn how to save money. Who doesn't love saving money? And as an educator, I love being able to answer the age-old question, when am I ever going to use this? After learning about Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences, I was sure to include various activities that would enable all my learners in the classroom access to the content. They all learn in various ways, so it's only fair that I create lessons that would enable them all to access what I'm trying to teach. How lucky am I to teach in an era where we have so much amazing technology at our fingertips? In my classroom, we have Chromebooks and iPads, and it allows students to be engaged, and it actually helps them take ownership in what they're learning. This is a web quest that my actual students are presenting. They went above and beyond what was asked of them. This was the web quest that was in this unit. They were to compare several data plans and compute the unit rate for the gigabytes, and then they were to make an informed choice as to what plan they wanted to do. Students really love this activity, which made me absolutely love this activity. To begin our unit, I did an interactive lesson with the students using Nearpod. Nearpod is an awesome technology which allows the students to engage and participate in my lesson and presentation. There's polls, quizzes, videos, and other interactive things that brings the students into the presentation. At the end, there's a poll they can take too to show how they feel about the upcoming unit. Next, students took a virtual field trip using YouTube to a grocery store. They go through the store to identify the components that are included in this unit, such as rates, unit rates, and using proportions to comparison shop. With this activity, they are able to make real-world connections to what we are learning in the classroom, and that is essential for mastery of learning goals. This activity is great for my naturalist, intrapersonal, and visual learners. After completing the virtual field trip, they will use Photoshop to create a realistic grocery ad of their own. They must include a sale price, unit price, and a picture. Students will later take a gallery walk and complete a poll on surveymonkey.com, voting on the ad that was the most realistic and had all the required information. They use the same rubric that I will be grading the project on. One of the most valuable tools we have in my classroom is Google and Google Apps. We use all forms of Google throughout this entire unit that suits all 8 multiple intelligences. First, Google Classroom I use daily, if not hourly. Throughout this unit, I post questions for my students to respond to me and to each other as warm-up and closing activities. Google Docs and Sheets is an awesome tool for student collaboration as they work on projects and tasks. Students use Google Slide Presentation, as pictured earlier in this video, to present their data plan comparison web quest for this unit. Additionally, I use slides to present a proportional relationship lesson to my class. Students take a quiz on Google Form as a formative assessment, which enables me to gather valuable data in a much quicker way than the old school grading process. So I have a little treat for you at the end, and this is something that my musical and visual learners love. It's Edpuzzle. This is a website where I can create videos with questions embedded. Divided fractions is a skill that is required in this unit to compute rate, specifically rates with fractions which turn into a complex fraction. I I found a perfect video on Edpuzzle, and I posted this at the end of the video. Warning, it may be stuck in your head the rest of the day, but hey, you will not forget how to divide fractions. The student version requires them to solve example problems throughout the video. It's pretty awesome. Another activity I had the students complete in this unit was QR code task cards, great for my interpersonal and logical visual learners. They worked in groups to complete task cards, then they used QR readers on their personal devices or iPads to access the correct answer. Thus, they were able to check their work. Afterwards, they input all their answers into a Google form in which I could download all the data. Another program used in this unit is Quizlet. After assessing students' progress, I will create a card sort in which students will have to match the correct answer to the correct problem or the correct vocabulary word to the definition. One of my students' all-time favorites, and mine too, is Kahoot. This is an interactive quiz that has vibrant images and catchy music that my students become fully engaged with the moment I post the screen and code. This is great for my musical and visual learners. This will be used as an informal, formative assessment since I will be quizzing them on all the content they have been introduced to. They will have to identify and solve several unit rate and proportional relationship problems. I can download student data right into my drive as a new feature in this software. Can it get any better? And by the way, that's my classroom from last year. At the end of the unit, the students will take an online summative assessment through EDTC. This program is an awesome tool for educators. It breaks down the students' responses and shows where the students made progress and completed and mastered learning goals and where they did not. So that is the end and the overview of my unit plan for ratios and proportions for the wonderful world of 7th grade math. I'll leave you with this wonderful quote and my keep, change, flip back.
Yeah, you know how this go. Keep, change, flip. Simple, right? Dividing fractions. Vocabulary. Let's go. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Dividing fractions is easy, that's no lie. You just flip one, yep, then you multiply. Don't flip both, because that'll be strange. You need to keep one exactly the same. Yeah. Then the sign gets changed, division to multiplication, that's okay. Then flip the second fraction like you're on a grill. We multiply what's left, that's really real. Take 3/5 divided by 2/3. Keep, change, flip, that's the word. Keep 3/5 the same, change the sign so we multiply, that's the game. Flip 2/3, we get 3/2, then we can multiply, and so should you. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 5 is 10, 9/10 can't reduce it, that's the end. Why do we flip it? I'll explain the math. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by half. 20 students in your class divided by 2 would be 10 students. All we can do, 20 students in your class times half is 10. You'll see, you'll get the same thing at the end. Dividing is multiplying by the reciprocal. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the simple rule. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions. Keep, change, flip, yeah, that's the action. Everybody's gonna know how we're dividing fractions.